All right, folks, let's talk about something that's been shaking up the concealed carry world: micro-compact 9mm handguns. These little powerhouses are small, sleek, and packed with features that make them perfect for everyday carry. But here's the thing: with so many options out there, how do you pick the best one? That's where I come in. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 micro-compact 9mm handguns that, in my opinion, really stand out. Whether you're after premium performance, budget-friendly reliability, or something right in the middle, I've got you covered. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's on this list. Now, before we dive in, let's set the scene. If you're into concealed carry, you've probably heard of the Sig Sauer P365. This gun practically invented the micro-compact category, showing that small handguns can still pack serious capacity. It set the gold standard and inspired a wave of competitors. And honestly, some of them might just give it a run for its money. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support helps us keep creating detailed, honest reviews. All right, let's jump in and find out which of these micro-compacts deserves a spot on your hip. Before we get into the guns themselves, let me quickly explain how I chose this top 5. First off, I looked at the basics: capacity, reliability, and ergonomics. These are the essentials when it comes to concealed carry. After all, you want a gun that's comfortable to carry, easy to shoot, and reliable in any situation. Next, I considered features like sights, triggers, and overall build quality. Some of these guns come optics ready. Others have great night sights right out of the box. Price was also a big factor, because let's face it, not everyone wants to spend $500 or more on a carry piece. Lastly, I tested their performance. I looked at accuracy, ease of use, and even things like recoil control. This list isn't just about specs, it's about what actually works in the real world. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into the top 5. All right, let's kick things off with the gun that started it all: the Sig Sauer P365. When this little guy hit the market, it completely changed the game. Before the P365, if you wanted a high-capacity handgun, you were stuck with something much bigger. But Sig managed to squeeze 10+1 rounds into a micro-compact frame. And that's just the standard magazine. You can go up to 12+1 or even 17+1 with extended mags. What makes the P365 so special, though, is its versatility. It's not just a gun. It's a platform. You've got the standard model, the XL for those who want a bit more grip and barrel length, and even the macro for maximum capacity. Plus, most models are optics ready these days, so you can slap on a red dot if that's your style. In terms of features, it's hard to beat. The ergonomics are fantastic, especially for such a small gun. The grip just feels natural in your hand, and the X-ray night sights are some of the best you'll find on a factory gun. And let's not forget about the modular fire control unit. You can completely customize this gun to fit your needs. Performance-wise, it's reliable, accurate, and easy to shoot. I've carried the P365 myself, and it's been a go-to for years. But I'll be honest, it's not the cheapest option. At around $500, you're paying a premium. Still, for what you're getting, it's worth every penny. If you're looking for the gold standard of micro-compacts, this is it. Next up is the Springfield Hellcat, which came out swinging as a direct competitor to the P365. And honestly, it's a strong contender. Right out of the box, the Hellcat gives you 11+1 rounds in the standard mag. And if you slap in the extended mag, you're up to 13+1. That's some serious firepower for a gun this small. One of the standout features for me is the adaptive grip texture. It's comfortable enough to carry all day without digging into your skin, but when you grip it, you get just the right amount of traction. Another thing I love is the sight setup. It's got a U-dot rear sight paired with a tritium front sight. It's fast, intuitive, and perfect for low light conditions. Now, let's talk about the trigger. It's a bit heavier than the one on the P365, but it does have a nice crisp break. Personally, I find it pretty easy to get accurate shots, even with that slightly heavier pull. Recoil is a little snappier than the P365, but that's the trade-off for the Hellcat's higher capacity in the same size frame. At around $500, it's priced similarly to the P365, but you're getting a bit more capacity and some unique features. If you want a micro compact that's comfortable, high capacity, and built for speed, the Hellcat is definitely worth a look. Moving on, let's talk about the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. This one is a bit of a sleeper hit in the micro compact world. Smith & Wesson took their classic Shield design and gave it a much-needed capacity boost. The standard mag holds 10+1, and the extended mag bumps it up to 13+1. That's right in line with the competition. But here's where it gets interesting. It's also available in 30 Super Carry, which gives you even more rounds in the same size. What really stands out to me about the Shield Plus is the trigger. Smith & Wesson completely revamped it, and let me tell you, it's one of the smoothest triggers you'll find in this price range. It's got a nice wall, a crisp break, and a super short reset. If you're a trigger snob like me, you're going to love it. The Shield Plus also gets points for being budget-friendly. You can pick one up for around $300 to $350, and sometimes even less if you catch it on sale. Despite the lower price, you're still getting great build quality, night sights on some models, and compatibility with older Shield holsters. Performance-wise, it's one of the flattest shooting micro compacts I've tested. The recoil is very manageable, and it just feels solid in your hand. If you're looking for a reliable, affordable option with a great trigger, the Shield Plus is hard to beat. Now let's talk about the Taurus GX4, a budget-friendly micro compact that seriously impressed me. When I first picked this up, I wasn't sure what to expect. After all, Taurus has had a mixed reputation over the years. But let me tell you, this one is a game changer for its price point. We're talking about a gun you can pick up for around $250 and sometimes even less if you catch a rebate. For that price, you're getting a lot of guns. The GX4 has a standard capacity of 11+1, with the option to go up to 13+1 with an extended mag. That's right in line with the more expensive options like the Sig P365 and the Hellcat. The grip texture on the GX4 feels great in the hand, and the ergonomics are surprisingly solid. Even for a budget pistol, it feels like it was designed with the shooter in mind. The trigger on the GX4 is pretty decent too. It's a bit heavier than some of the premium models, but it has a clean break and a predictable reset. I found it easy to get consistent shots with this pistol, even during longer range sessions. And speaking of shooting, this little gun is accurate. I didn't experience any malfunctions while testing it, which is always a relief when you're dealing with budget firearms. Sure, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, like an accessory rail or fancy sights, but for $250, it's tough to complain. If you're looking for an affordable micro compact that's reliable and gets the job done, the Taurus GX4 is an excellent choice. All right, last but definitely not least, let's take a look at the Mossberg MC2C. Now, this one is a bit of a wild card because it's slightly larger than the other guns on this list. If you've got bigger hands or want a bit more capacity, this might be the perfect fit for you. The standard mag holds 14+1, and you can bump it up to 16+1 with the extended mag. For a micro compact, that's a lot of rounds. One thing that really stands out about the MC2C is its durability. During testing, I ran this gun through a 1,000-round burn-down session, loading and firing as fast as I could, and it didn't skip a beat. No malfunctions, no jams, nothing. That kind of reliability is hard to find, especially at this price point, which hovers around $350. The MC2C also has some nice design features that make it stand out. The optics-ready slide sits low, which allows you to co-witness with your iron sights. It's a thoughtful touch that I really appreciate, especially for anyone running a red dot. The grip and overall ergonomics feel great in the hand. and the forward and rear slide serrations give you plenty of traction when racking the slide. Now, I'll admit, this gun isn't as compact as the others on this list. It's closer in size to something like the Sig P365 XL or the Springfield Hellcat Pro. But if you're okay with a little extra size for more capacity and better shootability, the MC2C is worth a serious look. It's reliable, affordable, and built like a tank. What more could you ask for? So there you have it. My top 5 picks for the best micro-compact 9mm handguns right now. Each of these pistols brings something unique to the table. The Sig P365 is the versatile gold standard, perfect for those who want premium features and aftermarket options. The Springfield Hellcat offers a great mix of capacity and comfort, while the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus delivers incredible value with one of the smoothest triggers in the category. Then we've got the Taurus GX4, which punches way above its weight for its price, an excellent choice for anyone on a budget. And finally, the Mossberg MC2C is perfect if you want a slightly larger gun with high capacity and unmatched reliability. At the end of the day, the best gun for you depends on your personal needs and preferences. Whether you prioritize budget, capacity, or premium features, there's something here for everyone. Let me know in the comments which one you'd pick, or if I missed a great option that deserves to be on this list. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. And stay tuned for more reviews, comparisons, and tips to help you find the perfect firearm for your needs. Until next time, stay safe and keep shooting.